in the school level, right? From the primary level, small parts of it, right? Here you can see one of the beautiful models made by our students. Here there is another model which is also made by our students, which is made with the help of a wooden cardboard, the clay, and also you can see a ice cream stick which helps us to know the movement of the digestive system. And coming over here, we have got a beautiful chart with all the labeled parts in detail about the human digestive system. So today students will learn about the different digestive system in detail with the names, parts and all the detailed information about the digestive system. Okay, so we'll come to the digestive system part by part, starting with one of the sessions which are present over here. Now, if you observe this particular model, now this model you can see it's showing part of it, or you can say lateral side of our digestive system. Here you can see the entire digestive system, the frontal view. Now on the lateral side you can see the labeled parts like mouth, salivary gland, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas, gallbladder, large intestine, small intestine, ending with the anus. Now here it is much more in detail. So I'll start with our digestive system. Our human digestive system consists of two main parts. One is the entire alimentary canal with the associated glands. Which are the glands? The salivary glands, the liver and the pancreas. Right? So we'll go step by step. Now our alimentary system, or we can say the digestive system, completely is of the length almost 8 to 10 meters in length. That is entire. But imagine 8 to 10 meters means it will be long compared to this lab. A bench where you sit is almost 1 meter. So you can connect 10 benches, it will be almost 8 to 10 meters long. So you can imagine how compact our system is, right? So it starts from the mouth, leading into the mouth cavity or oral cavity or the buccal cavity. Now the buccal cavity from outer side is guarded by the lips. On the sides it is guarded by the cheeks. On the roof part, that is upper part, is the palate, and the floor part is the tongue region. Also in our buccal region we have got 32 teeth, that is 16 pads. Now the teeth has got the taste buds, the receptors which helps to know the taste of the food, whether it is salty, sugary, sweet, spicy, etc. The teeth, which is 32 number, it has got incisors, canines, premolars and molars. 4 parts are there. The dental formula is incisors 2 by 2, canines 1 by 1, the premolars 3 by 3 and the molars 2 by 2. And in all 32 in number. Now the buccal cavity leads into the pharynx, which is at this region where you can see here also. Now pharynx is a common pathway for food pipe and the windpipe. Now in the front region which is present is actually our windpipe, behind which the food pipe is present. The opening is called as glottis and there is a flap or covering called as epiglottis. Okay, now the food pipe does not have any covering. From the pharynx it leads into the esophagus. Now esophagus is a long tube. This is almost 25 centimeters in length. What is the length? 25 centimeters. Internally it is lined by the mucous membrane. It has got longitudinal muscles and the circular muscles. Because of alternate contraction and relaxation, the food moves, which is called as peristalsis. Clear? Okay. Now the esophagus enters into the stomach, that is piercing to the diaphragm. Now stomach, as you have learned earlier, the part which is a bag-like structure, J-shaped structure, which is also 25 to 30 centimeters length. Now here the stomach is divided into 3 parts. The starting with the cardiac part, the fundus and the ending with pylori. And all the beginning and the ending part has got a sphincter. What is a sphincter? Valve which opens and closes. That is when you eat the food passes into the stomach, so it does not come out because of presence of the sphincter or the valve. So here cardiac sphincter is present. So esophagus leaves the stomach, the first part cardiac, followed by the fundus and then the pylori. At the end it is a pyloric sphincter. Now from the pyloric region it enters into the small intestine. Now small intestine is 6 meters in length. Okay, imagine the entire system 8 to 10 meters. So the major part is occupied by small intestine. So the 6 meters, as you can see in the stomach region, the visceral part, it is highly folded part and 6 meters. Now this stomach again is divided into 3 parts. That is, the starting with duodenum, continue with the stomach region, pyloric. The duodenum is around 25 centimeters, which leads into the jejunum and then the ileum. So duodenum, jejunum and ileum, which is again the initially 25 centimeter, further 2.5 meters, and the last part, that is ileum, which is 3.5 meters in length. Now this small intestine, they are connected with mesenteries. Now mesentery, I come little later on. What is it exactly which helps in connecting? So there is something interesting fact about it, or we can say some discovery which is done. As you know, the human system, which has been already known, but still there is some discovery done in our human system also. So two discovery which has been done, I will be letting you know at the end of the part. Now the small intestine, I repeat, the duodenum, jejunum and the ileum. The ileum ends and with the cecum part leading into the large intestine. Large intestine again got colon and rectum. This part is the colon region ending with the rectum. Now this joining part of the ileum, that is small intestine, and the large intestine has got a small pouch which is called as cecum. Now the cecum is where the microorganisms are present, or can say good microorganism which helps in digestion. Also there is a small pointed part, projecting part, which is the appendix. As you know, appendix is now a vestigial organ, but sometimes the secretion may take place or cause appendicitis. Now usually this organ is functional in herbivorous animal because they eat raw food, grass, leaves, etc. So it helps in digestion. And in our ancestors who eat raw food, for them also, presently we are cooking the food in gas stove and having the food, but earlier our ancestors used to eat raw food. So this appendix helps in digestion of this raw food. Now it is non-functional, or we can say it is a vestigial organ. Clear? Now the colon part, which is talking about the colon and the rectum. Colon and rectum together, there is a large intestine. It is 1.5 meters in length. The colon is further divided into 4 parts. The ascending colon, which moves upward, the transverse colon, the descending colon, and the smaller part is called as the sigmoid colon, leading into the rectum. And from the last end, that is the anus, the unwanted substances which is undigested food is excreted out of the body. The large intestine mainly absorbs water which are present in the large intestine. Clear? Now, these are the parts of the digestive system. Now, as I told, the human digestive system has the alimentary canal starting with the mouth region, ending with the anus. Now, other than this, there is accessory gland, which is salivary gland, liver, and the pancreas. Now, salivary gland, which is again 3 pairs present in the mouth region. Now, you can come over here in this chart, and it is very clear about the glands. So, you can see here parotid gland, which is present just below the ear. Then the sublingual gland present below the tongue part, and the submandibular part in the mandible region, again lower to the tongue region, right? So there are 3 pairs of glands. Now these secrete saliva. The saliva has got salivary amylase, which helps to break down the starch component present in the food. As you know or already learned, the starch is broken down into maltose. Clear? Okay. Now, so that is the first accessory gland. Second, liver. Liver is the largest gland, liver is the oldest gland, and liver is the heaviest gland. Now, the liver weighs almost 1.2 to 1.5 kg. Now, you can see here a green color part. What is that? It is gallbladder, which stores the secretion of the liver, that is the bile. So, bile is stored over here, which again is connected to the duodenum. As I just showed you over, the excretion of the pancreas and the bile enters into the duodenum for the digestion part. Now, the gallbladder, which is present in the liver, stores the bile. That is with the presence of bile duct, it is secreted into the duodenum. Now, liver is a vital organ or one of the important organ which helps in emulsification of fat. What does that mean? Breakdown of the fat. Whatever fatty things you are eating, it is broken down. Also, it helps in synthesis of vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin K. Also, it removes out the worn out cells. Now, the liver has got special type of cells present, Kupffer cells, which is present in the hepatic cells which are present in the hepatic lobules. Right? So, now this Kupffer cells, they help in engulfing the dead cells present in the body. Now, the third one is the pancreas, which you can see is highlighted over here. The pancreas, as you know, it is the only gland which is exocrine and endocrine. What does exocrine mean? It has got duct which helps the secretion direct into the body or into the stomach, that is in the duodenum part, with the help of a duct or a tube which secretes pancreatic juices. Whereas the endocrine gland, where there is no duct, has got cells called as islet of Langerhans. Now this islet of Langerhans, there are three types of cells: alpha, beta and delta. Alpha cell secretes glucagon, beta cells, the most important, insulin. Then the delta cells, somatostatin. Now the somatostatin delta cells helps in balancing or inhibiting the oversecretion of glucagon and insulin. Clear? So these are the three glands: salivary gland, the liver and the pancreas, three associated glands which helps or aids in digestion. There is something interesting in this I will be putting up later on. Thank you all.